Welcome to my System.io review, where I'm going to be talking about some of the best features, perks, and benefits, as well as giving you a demo of some of the top features. If you would like to get started with them, I will leave my link down below. Right off the bat, one of the biggest features of them is the fact that they come with a free account, and you can get a lot of great features with that. Aside from that, if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you how you can get a discount with System.io should you want to upgrade, which comes with a lot of great features and perks there. Let's begin. First and foremost, it wouldn't be a proper System review without going over the fact that you can create landing pages and sales funnels, and it's pretty easy to do. I'm going to walk you through the process starting from square one, just so you can kind of get a demo and overview about how it works. In this example, I want to create a lead generation funnel, so I'm going to name it lead generation. For here, the goal is going to be building an audience, but obviously you can sell products or services, create custom funnels, or even run an evergreen webinar. Keep in mind that will be for some of the later plans though. Nevertheless, let's click on Save and Continue. So here we are when it comes to the sales funnel and landing page editor. It's pretty easy to utilize. Given the fact that we are creating a lead generation funnel, we have our standard squeeze page and thank you page. If you wanted to add an extra step in the funnel, you can do that simply by clicking here. What you can do is also name it and then choose the type of step that you want to utilize for your funnel. Obviously, we already have our squeeze and opt-in page, but you can do inline forms, pop-up forms, links in bio, sales pages, order forms, upsells, downsells, thank you pages, webinar pages, info pages, and contact us pages. Aside from that, System.io comes with a plethora of templates, which is good news for you. In my opinion, templates are going to be so much easier for helping you get up and running, because simply what you want to do is pick something that's going to be in line with what you want to create, and then there's going to be a lot less to edit. For example, if you want to utilize this one here, you could simply change the picture, change around the text, connect it so that you can send emails once you're good to go, and then it's not going to take all that long. Here I'm going to quickly scroll through some of the templates so you can see what you're going to be working with when it comes to actually creating a squeeze page. And we can go to next to see some more. Alright, so here's another page when it comes to templates. Like I said, there are a plethora of them, and that's always a good thing. Scrolling down a little bit more, let's click on next once more. And just as an example, I'm going to go with this one when it comes to getting a free ebook. So I'm going to click here for select. Now we can move on to the actual landing page editor, which once again is pretty easy to utilize. Let's click on edit page and I'll show you what it's all about. Alright, so here we have our drag and drop editor. It's kind of like what you see is what you get. Anything that you want to change, you can hover over to edit. And if you want to just delete something like this, say we don't want this because we just want to have our opt-in here with our ebook, we can delete this and say okay. So now if we scroll down here, we might not even want to use a lot of this stuff. So like in terms of the sections, we can delete this. We can make it much easier. Say we want to keep this, the bottom section here, but we want to remove that. We can remove this as well. Let's remove this. Like I said, the most simplest landing pages or squeeze pages tend to work the best. So something like this where we just have our free ebook. Obviously, we can change around the image if you want to link it to something else. Here's going to be where we can upload another image if needed. And of course, this is going to be where someone enters their email so that they can get started, whatever this is going to be. So like the social media cheat sheet. Something like that, just as an example, okay? You can do a lot of things with their landing page editor. As you can see, all the basics are going to be here in terms of text, headline text. You have your image, video, and audio, carousels. You have some columns, recaptures in case you want to keep out spam, countdowns, which is a nice little touch. I happen to like that. Raw HTML in case you want to go that direction, and a few other things as well. Overall, pretty simple to use, and once you get the hang of it, I think you're going to be really good to go, and I don't think it's going to take all that long, which is another big benefit of System. So that was an example of a squeeze page. Now we can look at our thank you pages. We are going to have some templates here as well. We can go by 30. This isn't going to matter too much as I just want to create a very quick thank you page so I can show you how it works when you connect the squeeze page to the thank you page. I'm going to go with select here. And of course, let's say we just want to call it thank you page. That'll be fine. Let's do edit page. And here we have our page where it's going to be the same exact drag and drop editor, except for this, obviously someone opted in for a free gift, and then of course we can send a recommendation there. I'm not going to do too much editing around here. I just want to show you the process for once you put these together, how you can connect it with email marketing. And that's what I want to show you next. System.io has the ability to send newsletters and even create email campaigns. In case you're not familiar with a campaign, it's another way of saying an email autoresponder. So what that means is that when we set up that funnel that I just showed you recently and someone opts in, that means they're automatically going to be added to our campaign right here where they get an email right away, and then you can choose when they get emails from then on. Maybe every 2 days, every 3 days, maybe 1 day later, then 2 days, then 3 days. It's really up to you, but let me show you how it works. It's pretty simple. Alright, so for this, I'm just going to call it the System.io review campaign since I'm doing it specifically for this review to show you how it works. Let's click on save. And now here we are in our specific campaign. We can click on the create button. Alright, so here's going to be your subject line. Click here to access your free gift. We have our sender name, our sender email, and I personally like Classic Editor. It's so much easier to edit, and I found that the less pictures you use, the better it's going to be in terms of getting more in your inbox, or at least not landing in the spam box. Let's click on Save. So here's going to be the email creation center. Okay, once again, we have our subject. It also utilizes the preview in case you're not familiar with it. Someone will see this in their inbox and then they're going to see a little bit more. So if you really want to entice someone to click, you could say like, click here to access your free gift. And something here would be like, you really don't want to miss this one, or make sure you download this as you requested, whatever it's going to be. If you keep it blank, it's just going to use the rest of what's in the body. So that's something to keep in mind. So we have your email contents would go here. Now, I'm not going to write out a whole email given the fact this is about a review. So obviously your email is going to go there where you can link to your lead magnet, talk about what you're going to be sending out in your newsletter, and so on and so forth. There's the ability to add attachments if needed. And of course, we have some personalization should you want to use this, or should you collect any of these when someone signs up to your email newsletter. So for this, I just have email. So I'd be good to go with that. We have our preview, so on and so forth. Let's say we finish this up though. Let's click on Save and Publish. So this is going to be the first email, so it's not going to be after anything else. It's going to be sent right away, so we want 0, and then we can just activate it. So there's going to be the first email in our campaign. Now we can repeat the process as many times as we want so we can get someone on our email campaign, otherwise known as an autoresponder. I'll do it one more time because this is something pretty important should you want to pick up Systeme that I think you're really going to like. So not only are you getting a review, but a demo in case you want to go back and check out to see how it works. Let's click on Create once more. All right, and for our next email that would be up in line, we have YouTuber Bus for the subject line. Let's continue and click Save. Okay, and so once again, let's say we created our email, we have our content, we're good to go. Let's click on Save and Publish. And what we would do, this email would go after the first one we just created. So given the fact that was our first email, it's going after that. We want to do a delay of 2 days. So what that means is immediately when they sign up on your landing page, they're going to get that immediate email, and then 2 days later, they're going to get this one. We can do Activate. And let's go back, we can see our email there. So as you can see, what can happen here, you can do another email after that, another. You can literally do an infinite amount of emails. I believe at one time, I think I had 75 emails on an autoresponder. I don't remember if they were spaced out a day or 2 days out, but when you do that, it can really save you a ton of time so you don't have to keep sending out newsletters. And I think that's a very nice feature to have, especially for the fact that you're already getting landing pages, sales funnels, and you can do all of your email contacts there, which is a big thumbs up. Aside from that, Systeme does come with some great automation rules, and this is what you're going to want to use should you create a landing page that connects to your campaign that we just created. As an example, let's go back to the sales funnel that we started with originally. If we go to automation rules, what we can do is add rule right here, funnel step form subscribe, so whenever someone enters their email, and we can go over here, edit automation rule, and add action. And just like that, they can subscribe to a campaign. So what that means is they enter in their email, they get sent to that campaign we just created. And assuming you have a lot of emails in there, they'll get them eventually over many days, right? So here's going to be the campaign we just created, and let's save that rule, and we are now good to go. You have a landing page that's up that obviously gives away a free gift. They opt in, they receive the thank you page, they go to their inbox, they get their lead magnet, and from there on out, they can get plenty of emails about anything related or targeted to what they're going to be interested, of course. Pretty cool, right? Let's take a look at one more feature, despite the fact that Systeme has so many more. I'm going to quickly walk you through the process of creating a course or a membership site. They're pretty much the same thing when it comes to Systeme. So if you were to hover over products, you would just simply go to courses, and this is where you can add a course, which is going to be in a membership site type of frame. So we have the name of it, we have Marketing Island Manifesto, instructor name, and a few other things that you can upload and edit. Given the fact I'm not going to go too crazy in this, a lot of this is as easy as it seems. You want to add a course cover, upload it here. You want to add a logo, upload it here. You want to add the teacher's photo, upload it there, click on save, and move on to the next. From there, what we can do is click on our course. And what we can do is add a module. Now, normally what you want to do is going to be like an introduction module, right? So we can do introduction. And inside each introduction, it's almost like you're going to be having chapters, okay? So we want to add a lecture to that. So this can be like the thank you or congratulations, and there's going to be a few templates that you can utilize here. And while they're pretty basic, you know, they will get the job done. I wouldn't say that they're anything fancy, but it at least gives you some options that you can utilize. For example, this is just going to be like an article and picture one related. Okay, and then we have our last one with the video, and of course some text under it. So let's just say we wanted to use this one right here. Let's do select template, and we can save. And from there on, what we can do is just simply go into there and edit some of the content that's going to be in here. The cool thing about this is that if you'll notice, this uses the same exact builder when it comes to creating landing pages, so it's not going to be all that difficult to use. Obviously, you can change your video here, change your text just by double clicking. Same thing here if you want to change that around and edit it. So what I also like about Systeme is that, as you've noticed here, is that all of their landing page editors and all the editors are going to be the same, so you don't have to learn a different editor when it comes to creating courses or your landing pages and so on and so forth. It's pretty straightforward that way, and I think you'll really like it because it's a lot less of a learning curve compared to trying to learn all these different editors in one. Now, there are plenty more features that come along with Systeme, and the fact that it can be free forever is fantastic. Now, should you want to upgrade, you are going to get plenty more perks, and if you do want to do that, I want to show you right now how you can get a discount right away. Now here I opened up Systeme in a new incognito window, given the fact I already have an account. Like I said, if you want to follow along, I will leave my link down below. So when you do get taken to this page, all you need to do is enter in your email right here as it's shown, and then click on Get My Free Account. And this is how you can actually get a discount on Systeme. Alright, so as you can notice here, it's going to talk about how you need to confirm your address, but if you look down below, this is going to give you the ability to get a nice little discount. So if you want to get the first upgraded plan, it's only going to be $16.40 per month instead of the usual $27 monthly fee. So that's a great way to save some money should you want to upgrade. And as you can see, you get plenty more features and perks here. You get 5,000 contacts, 10 sales funnels, so on and so forth. And I'll have you read more into that should you want to upgrade. That's just a great way of doing that should you want to save some money. And so concluding my Systeme.io review, I think this is a great little all-in-one platform, especially when it comes to being low to the ground, easy to use, simple to use, and also having a plethora of features that will help you build and grow your online business. I think it's especially great for beginners and those who aren't really familiar with landing pages, websites, blogs, courses, and yes, you can create all of those in Systeme. As someone who reviews software a lot and comes across a lot of individuals who are often looking for something that's not going to break the bank, if you are that type of individual that is looking for a landing page builder, a sales funnel builder, and so much more all in one, this is probably what you're looking for, given the fact it can be free forever, and even if you do want to upgrade, you're certainly not going to be breaking the bank anytime soon. In conclusion, Systeme.io is certainly worth checking out, especially for the fact that you can get a free account, and even if you do want to upgrade, you can get that nice little discount that I showed you how to access. So that concludes my Systeme.io review. I hope this gave you a good idea of what you can expect from this all-in-one platform, some of the best features and perks, and why it can be so useful to you, especially for the fact that it comes with a free plan and has a really nicely discounted plan should you want to get started. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching, and happy landing page creation.